there everyone, thanks to my new subscribers and to my old subscribers. Today I'm going to do how does he/she feel about you. Pick a card, so you choose a number 1 or 2 and the timestamps are in the description box below. So I feel there's some broken hearts watching this. Not so much curiosity seekers. So I'll just ask, how does he/she feel about my channel viewer? How does he/she feel about my channel viewer? So this person you're thinking about definitely has a type of obsession for you, but it's a wayward obsession. You know, I feel it's a little bit of a dilemma on your side and on his, because I just feel this guy acts out, or this guy or this girl. They act out. It's also my same-sex pile, actually. But your person has a choice between two people, and it shows that very clearly. And I feel that your person could possibly see men and women at different times. But I feel it's like, I don't feel it's a mashup. I feel that your person either sees a man or sees a woman, but at different times. Could be just friendship. They have a focus on friendship with the same sex. And that focus causes disruption to your relationship, whatever that focus may be. I feel that the two women that your person is thinking about, one's very successful and the other's person's very personable. I wouldn't be surprised from this deck if there was some recognition or popularity attached to the women that they think about. So this is a person that really flatters themselves in some respect. I feel that you decided to walk away from this relationship in the past, but then you've gone back to it. So it tells me very clearly that you've had a sharp focus on this person. And in some respects you're lying to yourself about this person because you know what the facts are, or you perceive what the facts are about this person, but you're not willing to acknowledge them. Because this whole pile is very godless to me. There's some type of manipulation factor in this deck. So I feel your person's manipulating two people presently. And it seems to me that your person hurt you deeply in the past, but you weren't so well aware of how they hurt you. because I feel you put a lot of faith in this person, but in some respect they betrayed you. And they betrayed you because they were manipulative with their emotions. And also there was some aggressive rumouring, I feel. Some lies were told from a mature fellow. Some type of pathological liar, I feel. So really, your person's opinion of you was distorted from the very beginning of your association, but I don't think you realise that, because your emotions were very deep, were very sincere. You decided at some point to walk away, just to cut off the connection, and I feel that's why your person has reacted so aggressively, because your decision to move away from this connection in the past and take a very sharp decision about it caused your person to act out. And I feel that they were also manipulated as to what their true feelings were anyway, because there was a ton of information that this person tried to distort your person with, basically. A ton of information. And it was just all lies, basically. Somebody somebody who is known to be a liar, somebody who takes pride in their lying, somebody who is untruthful by trade. That's the impression I get. Somebody who lives in a coastal area. I feel this is a more mature person. It's a male energy I get. I feel they're into psychic type activity. They could rely heavily on psychics, but they are essentially a pathological liar. So your relationship didn't have much of a chance because your person was manipulated from the very beginning. But I feel you understood that in the past. I don't feel that was a problem for you in the past. It's just that at some point you decided to return to this person. It's just presently you've decided to separate yourself. And the reason you've decided to separate yourself and you're taking an aggressive approach about that is because you understand that your person was heavily manipulated. And you tend to understand the spiritual significance around this person now. And their potential aggression. I feel this person, not only did he or she accept the word of a liar, but they are liars themselves. Basically, this person this liar, who is like a career liar, like a practice liar, tried to make out that you were the liar. And so your person was encouraged to turn you away, but this is the funny thing about the entire spread. Your person is actually not very honest, and the person that spoke to your person is deeply dishonest as well. But it was more like a father figure. And this person's words are very stingy, you know. But I also feel that your person has quite a tongue. So really, you didn't have much of a chance, but you cut this person off very quickly and very firmly. It's just that your emotions took over the association. So I feel this is very much an emotional connection. So obviously whoever this person is, the father figure or the grandfather figure, whoever it may be, controls these women. that women, it shows a woman here, but women and men that are put in your person's path. That's what it shows very clearly. This person, who is a male energy, controls the people that they put in your person's path. So you didn't have much of a chance with this person because there's a huge control element here. This person that you're asking about is controlled, more or less to a great extent. Their emotions are directed, but also they direct others. So maybe it's someone, you know, it's a combination of things here where you just can't get away from the dishonesty in this connection. So I feel your intuition has led you away from this person and your emotions have led you back. That's what it says very strongly to me. But you're luckily these women and these men don't acknowledge you because you wouldn't want to be in their sphere. But not only that, your person's on the downer. They're not, you know, and this person, whoever influenced your person, is a downer, meaning they don't do very well for themselves, but they have a good way of acting maturely to try to influence somebody else. They have a good way of manipulating a person. So I feel that this person's too manipulative, even as the influence that your person has is manipulative. Like I feel it's like a someone who could be probably, the influence could be probably perverse, and is a strange type of perfectionist as well. So if you ever saw these women or these men, there would be a perfection in the look about them. They'd either be very attractive or they'd have a good physique. Something about them would have to be perfect. So they'd have to be perfect for an imperfect person, basically. So the energy is too difficult. You know, you can see how this energy draws you in. You can see the attraction. And I feel that's just all it is. It's just the energy is very attractive, but the person themselves isn't nice. Not nice. Not nice at all, actually. And the language they use sometimes is atrocious. Really bad. And you shouldn't forgive that. Like if you detect a fib, you know, heaps of fibs, or if you can see the fib, or if you can detect that somebody's protecting a fibber, you should just speak your truth, I feel, in this instance. Because this energy is vexatious, the person you're thinking about. Extremely vexatious. Intelligent though. Knows a lot, but is basically a pathological liar. I'd say this is a person with criminal associates, actually, but more in the sphere of manipulation and, you know, that sort of thing. So not a nice energy. And I feel it's just that you didn't spend enough time together, because I can see that you just cut this person off. Because the thing is, with your person, it's not them by themselves which is the challenge. It's the influence. And that influence has already been imparted onto your person. It's like if you had a person with a strong enough demeanor that they weren't indoctrinated, or they didn't themselves have a dishonest demeanor, that could be that could be challenged. Like if they were by themselves and they didn't have this nasty influence, then I feel that they can rise up out of this energy, but it's too hard because the whoever this mentor is, they're already there and they're already prepared to put a lot of people in front of your person to influence their life. And because this is a very, even if it's a female, it feels like a very masculine energy. Because it's a masculine energy, you'd find it difficult to pull them out away from an attractive person, male or female, that this person puts in front of them. Because the people that this person uses to influence your person, for whatever reason that may be, they're very personable. They have a very engaging personality. So not only do they look good, but their attitude is very convincing. So you have to kind of, you did have the right impression. Yeah. And this guy kind of looks like the Sith. So evil. Yeah. Type of evil anyway. Yeah. Yeah. Aggressive as well. Kind of always searching for success but never quite getting there. So I feel that's all part and parcel of the tactics that they use, you know, because it's only minimal success, it's not ultimate success. But they have to convince themselves of something in their spread, because that's the only way, you know, they can carry on. You know, and it shows in this deck though that there's going to be arguments into the future. Arguments over the women that they're engaged with. There's going to be arguments over their relationship together. Whoever this male figure is in their life, in your person's life, there's going to be arguments there. There's going to be arguments over the interference of some women. There's going to be aggressive type arguments as well. And I feel it's about finding that balance in their life, because it shows me very clearly here that all your energy does is maybe fight over people, fight over their right of place. That's the impression I get. I feel at some point your person is going to want to try to cool this situation, because there's a better influence, a better energy that is going to arrive in your person's life. But again, and bring balance. But again, it's too difficult, far too difficult. Because the energy is very argumentative, very harsh, very aggressive actually. And there's a lot of darkness in these cards despite the light, but the light is very subconscious. It's not, you know, and the light only pertains to their aggressive side. It's not, and their personable nature only pertains to an aggressive type mannerism as well, like a harsh mannerism. So it's, I'd say maybe it's a cultural thing. So maybe your person's from a very strong culture and they express themselves very strongly. But that doesn't take away the fact that you're dealing with someone quite dishonest and who has dishonest influences as well. So you did the right thing. I feel you were following your intuition when you cut this person off, because there was something that was said. It says in these cards there was something that was said that led you to cut this person off in the past, and things have since moved on. You've basically found your success. You're still dealing with some difficulties, I feel, with a person who's quite manipulative, but you're conquering those difficulties. You're bringing balance to that situation. So there's a few messages in the cards, but basically I feel that there are new people in the mix now since you've cut this person off. And not only that, you didn't understand this energy. This energy was showing you their softer side, their more emotional side, their intelligent side. So they must have been very talkative, very genial. But see, it's the influence here. The influence is quite bad, and I feel that once your person is influenced by this energy, things go topsy-turvy pretty easily, and you can't really compete against people that, in this instance, that have no notion of propriety. This is an energy that has no notion of propriety. That's what I'm trying to say. So you have to basically live and let live. That's what these cards are saying, because you're on your path to success. He will get aggressive, he or she, it shows a he, but he or she will get aggressive into the future. The reason for that is because I feel your person's going to have some regrets here. I feel they're going to tap into their emotional self again, and they're going to get really aggressive about letting this with the friend, about letting this manipulator in, because the manipulator is going to get tossed. And into the future, your person's going to reconnect with their emotional self and start a fight with whoever the friend was, who was around your person when you met. Yeah, shows a male energy, but it's going to be, if I look at it, if I read it on a clairvoyant level, it's going to be a fight over letting a good thing slide, and the friend letting basically bad news interfere in that connection. So there's going to be a lot of regret into the future, because I feel that your person can tap into that side and tap out of it, tap in, tap out of it, but they really can't have that bad influence around, because they go, they get off track. And that's a big challenge here in this dynamic. And I feel because this person showed so much softness, you'll never realize the extent of their behavior or what their potential is in terms of that type of expression. Whereas if you actually experienced it, which it shows you kind of let it go in the past, you'd think completely differently of this person. Your stance would be much firmer. But also I feel that that's what's, they're still obsessed with you, basically, despite what's going on, despite all the women, all the men in their sphere, all the cutting words that are spoken, or the harshness or the aggression, they're still fixated on you. And that's when their soft side bubbles to the surface, it's going to cause an argument with the person that stopped the connection on your person's side, not on yours. You perceived something about this person and you disconnected yourself in the past. You've had regrets over that, and that's why you're watching tarot readings, because you just don't get it. You feel that you understand, but it's the notion isn't clear to you. It's like a perception that you've always had and you've responded to and reacted to, but you've always managed to find your way back on an emotional level. And it says that even though you are firmer about wanting to separate yourself presently from this person into the future, the table's going to turn where your person's going to show that regret and is going to tap back into their emotional self and start regretting your not forwarding your connection. So it is a big obsession of theirs, but it's kind of like a wayward desire as well, you know. So I feel that you could release this energy, no dramas, and preserve your own sanctity in this dynamic. And I feel that is what you intend to do presently. You intend to bring balance to your life by disconnecting yourself. Okay, so that was deck 1. If this reading resonated, please like, share, subscribe and comment. If you would like a personal reading, my details are in the description box below with a link to my website and to my Fiverr account. My website is a PayPal service, so you can send me the funds with a message or you can email me. My PayPal service has a few more options for readings. My Fiverr account is a service facility, so you need your Google details or your Facebook details to log into that facility. See you next time. Okay, so I'll just do deck 2. That was a whammy reading, that one. Okay. Deck 2. How does he/she feel about my channel viewer? How does he/she feel about my channel viewer? How does he/she feel about my channel viewer? Some more card here. So there's a lot of energy in this deck. Yeah, I feel there's emotional distance between you at the moment, actually. And the reason for this, you were very much in love in the past, but I feel there was like a big argument. And you're presently separated. I feel there's a couple of people on your person's side that have entered the relationship. Some of these cards are very similar to the first deck, but there's a difference here, a distinct difference, because there's healing in this deck. And I feel that you're on your way to success. You're really focused on your success presently. You're focused on your happiness. You're focused on your social life, but I don't feel that you have a lot going on in terms of your social life at the moment, but it's enough to keep you motivated. That's the impression I get. It was a very intense feeling of love in the past. You did have a mutual feeling towards one another. This is like in the past, this is my sexual desire file. So you really had an intense attraction to one another in the past. It could, for some, it could have been a sex affair, but it more shows the intense emotional attraction that you had for one another in the past and how that's presently healing. And the reason that's healing is because you're focused on your life path. And I feel there's an energy, a spirit energy that has is helping you heal your heart, because the emotions were pretty intense. There must be a female figure around you just presently that always also distracts you. That's the impression I get. But also into the future, it shows you take a much firmer approach about disconnecting yourself from this association. And this is similar to what we've seen. It's like the emotional distance that this person is bringing into your connection is affecting how you view them. So it's like this is a person you had intense feelings for in the past, but now you're reconsidering your stance on that love relationship or love connection, and you're saying to yourself, I really need to refocus my energies. The reason I feel that you need to refocus your energies is because you're being encouraged to do so by spirit. Because whatever happened in the past between you was too intense. It took over your life. And I can see from these cards, from the trueness of the feelings that you had for one another, why you are curious. But it also tells me, with the coolness in this deck, that your heart is healing. You're getting out and you're socializing again. You're following your path of success. There is the potential for somebody else there, maybe the same person, but somebody else in the future, I feel. Somebody you thought was dishonest with you. Somebody, again, who cut you off in the past, but had very genuine feelings towards you. So that's a person in your future. Somebody who's very greedy with their emotions, is starting off in a career, I feel. But whatever happened, whatever rejection that, I feel you rejected this person, but if you can recall rejecting anybody in the past, they're going to return to you. But again, I feel this is like, it's like they want to return to hurt you after you hurt them. So it's retaliatory, this energy. I'm just giving you that as a warning. But also you'll have to be careful if this is the same. I don't feel it's the same energy. I feel it's different to the one you're asking about. But if it is, just keep that on your radar. This is a person that's very smart in the mind, very sharp. They will approach you with the insinuation that they've healed, that they're in love. But really it's just in an effort to hurt you again. So I feel you just have to be cautious of letting past energies back into your life, because it shows me very clearly here this is about moving on, cutting ties and moving on from past love connections. It shows that the energy between you and the person you're asking about shows promise. It's just that into the future there'll be no communication between you. I just feel there'll forever be this emotional distance. The reason I feel there will be emotional distance is because there's something about your situations which won't be brought back together. You won't be brought back together in this lifetime as lovers, or as emotional partners, or as soul partners. There's something about this connection which is healing. And it says, I don't think you'll be disappointed, because it shows very clearly that you're curious. And I can confirm with you that this person was deeply in love. However, Spirit is helping you to heal, and I feel that your heart is healing. I feel that you accept the separation. But these cards are also confirming that you're going to let this connection go. There'll be no more communication. There could be a reprisal with a couple of different love connections. But you're going to let it go again, because I feel that you're smart. You're really smart. And you'd like to give it another go. You'd like to think that things can be reprised into the future, and it says very clearly that it possibly could be. It's just that the energy's too harsh. The feelings that those people that want to return to your life have a type of genuineness about them, but they still carry a harsh energy. So whatever fights you had in the past, whatever disagreement you had on an emotional plane or a physical plane, they will still be existent into the future, and you will decide to cut those people off, male or female, on whatever level. Because I feel that you're starting again. And this person that's going to return to your life into the future has quite an aggressive mannerism as well. That's the energy I pick up from this person. And I feel that's why you decided at some point that you weren't going to follow through with the relationship, because their mannerism was too aggressive. Yeah. Intelligent, but it's like it's an aggressive intelligence. It's too overbearing in some respect. That's the impression I get. So you will choose just to let it go again, but I just feel that I can confirm with you that the feelings on both sides were quite genuine, but Spirit is keeping you apart. Spirit is helping you heal your heart. And Spirit is making you realize that this person wasn't the best person for you on a physical plane or on an emotional plane. Okay, so that was deck 2. If this reading resonated, please like, share, subscribe and comment. If you would like a personal reading, my details are in the description box below with a link to my website and to my Fiverr account. My website is a PayPal service, so you can send me the funds with a message or you can email me. And my Fiverr account is a service facility, so you need your Facebook details or your Google details to log into that facility. See you next time.